Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? Fall and sigh, my dear, fall and sigh. We'll take a cup of kindness yet, fall and sigh.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Keto and Krime, another impromptu video on the Nashville bomber explosion. As you all know, in the wee hours, starting at about 5:30 on December 25th, some shots rang out in downtown Nashville near 2nd Avenue North, the 100 block near the AT&T data center, and Amazon regional corporate headquarters. And several 911, at least two 911 calls that we know of, came in, prompting police to come to the area. When they were there, they found a white and blue trimmed Ford Chateau RV broadcasting a eerie message about, if you can hear this, please evacuate. And immediately 6 police officers began to evacuate people from the local area. The RV and everything around it did explode around 6:30 a.m. that same day. Sorry, I had a Carol Brady ducktail going on right there. I had to stop and take care of that. I apologize. So, it did explode, causing several buildings to topple, destroying at least 3 parked vehicles that we know about, and pretty much decimating all of 2nd Avenue North Historical District, as well as injuring 3 people, thank goodness minorly, and doing tons and tons of property damage, as well as taking out 911, ATM, credit card lines, and service from Kentucky all the way down to Northwest Georgia, and was not restored until 3 days later, around the 28th. And here's a little bit of pictures of that damage. That very same day, some human remains were identified in the area that they thought probably came from the RV. And the next day, due to several 911 tips that came in, about 500 different tips, they were able to identify the driver of that RV as 63-year-old Anthony Quinn Warner of Antioch, Tennessee, at the 100 block of Bakerstown Road in Antioch. And actually, here is a new picture that has just surfaced of him in the actual RV. And he was similarly identified as suspect number 1, though investigations are ongoing. We know that he was a self-employed as a security gadget salesperson, a security system salesperson, but before that had been employed in several tech positions such as IT, networking. He was a techie. And so it has not yet been confirmed why he did what he did, whether he worked alone. Lots of different theories have arisen about why he did it, from being a 5G conspiracy theorist to being an Antifa supporter to being somebody that didn't believe Trump lost the election. Lots of different rumors, often conflicting rumors, circulating about that. But what we do know is that he was killed, possibly in the RV. He did own a very similar looking RV that neighbors observed through pictures as well in his yard, in a fenced area in his Bakerstown Road house. We do know that he had deeded both of his houses to a lady in California, who then deeded one of them to another person, though both of those ladies say they had no idea that any of this was going on. That remains to be seen. Now, new evidence, new twist has just arisen within the last 24 hours. Basically, an old 911 call and a police report from August of 2019, created by a Pamela Perry of the Nashville area, where she called police and warned them that her then boyfriend, Anthony Ken Warner of Bakerstown Road in Antioch, was building explosives in his RV. The police took the report. They responded by going to view Mr. Warner's property, where they did observe the white Ford Chateau Class C RV in a fenced-in area behind his yard. But since they had nothing but that report to go off of and they couldn't see in the RV, they really didn't pursue it any further. So they basically closed the case, went back, reported to the superiors that they didn't appear to be anything going on, and they let it lie. And now this happens. Okay. So a lot of stuff being spread around about how the police were incompetent. And yes, police make mistakes. Police make mistakes all the time. We know that. But overall, I think they do a great job with the resources that they have. Do I think they should have gotten a warrant to further investigate it? Wanting to prevent this from happening, I'll say yes. But then that libertarian part of me that believes very much in personal rights and property rights says no. Unless this is a matter of the right to get a warrant outside of a report from a girlfriend that he was may or may not have been having trouble with at the time, is not really pressing enough evidence to secure a warrant. And I'm sure that's why the officers did not go to a judge and try to get a warrant issued. Warrants do take a whole lot of investigative evidence to be able to issue. Now, should they have perhaps pressed it and investigated? Maybe they should have watched his house a little bit to see if they could see into the RV when he opened it up. But then again, that's a question of privacy. And I do want to say that I wish this could have been prevented. But yeah, do I necessarily think that was a mistake? No, I think they did the best they could with the knowledge they had at the time. And now, just like our local police chief says, hindsight's 2020. We should have definitely dug into that further, but at the time there wasn't enough evidence to pursue anything. So, plot thickens. We'll go on to see how many more facts come out and what can be substantiated. But I wanted to go ahead and bring you this new little tidbit about the Nashville explosion. I will be back with you this weekend with a Daybell book, and then the next week another Daybell book, and then I posted a community post yesterday of all the great things I have in store for 2021. It's going to be fun, and I'm so glad. I thank you to all my wonderful subscribers, all the new subscribers. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I love you all. Happy New Year. This dumpster fire of a year is finally over, and I could not be happier. So, Happy New Year to all of you. And until next time, Keto and Krime. Out.